All right, folks. So it's their 5-3 Bears versus our 5-2 Steelers. We're trying to stay atop the division in the AFC North. We are just half a game ahead of the Cleveland Browns in the division. But we're doing a little bit of a special night here tonight because it is Monday Night Football. So we are here live doing it for you. So yeah, let's get started. Let's kick this thing off. Why don't we? Let's do this.
Chicago, Mike Tomlin wasn't even the Steelers' head coach. But the black and gold look for their first win against the Bears in 16 years. And it's coming up next.
It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And it's the defense that's really the star of the show. A terrific game last week. They got a shutout on the road. And that's something that doesn't happen very often nowadays.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
All right, folks. It's Monday night. Let's do it.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And the Bears offense ready to go to work here for the first time, leading them out the 11th overall pick of the 2021 draft, Justin Fields out of Ohio State.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Are you kidding me?
He's got a man complete.
What? First thing. Come on.
3-yard line. It would appear these guys aren't fooling around. A big play on the second play from scrimmage.
Well, last night at our meeting, you said you thought that they would test the secondary early, but I don't know if you meant it on the second play of the game. I thought you meant as we get into it a little bit. They decided to just come right out swinging.
So the big play changes the complexion.
Hold on. There's something going on with my mic. What is going on with the mic? How about now? There's a noise gate on it now, but hopefully it's not too bad where it cuts me out. All right.
Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 16 carries, 65 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
On 2nd and 9, Fields.
Oh, man, that should have been picked off.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being
nice stop on 3rd down. Good stop on 3rd down.
They need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things. Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here come the Steelers now on offense, led out by a man who's been at the control since 2004. 6-time Pro Bowler, Ben Roethlisberger.
And it's not out of the question, it's not out of the realm at all to wonder if this might be the final season for Big Ben, either in a Steeler uniform or in the NFL period. He re-signed back in March saying, "It's my greatest honor to be a Pittsburgh Steeler and give my all for the organization." Had a big year in 2020, 33 touchdowns, just 10 interceptions, and led the Steelers to a
big play by James Washington there.
To think that he would love to end his career the way Peyton Manning and John Elway did, hoisting the Lombardi Trophy and heading off into the sunset. The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger.
Oh, no.
It's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. For both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, It was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone.
Come on, man.
It's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry.
Come on.
You got to make the change.
Get them.
The first quarter might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Third and 2, Fields. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Man, they really do not want to run the ball.
Here to Kmet. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And off comes to Montgomery.
Come on.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Shit.
And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of
can't miss that
plays,
tackle.
That's as good as you're going to see.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra.
It looked like a pass, man. It looked like a pass. I was gunning for the run. I shouldn't have changed the play.
So an early 10-0 lead for him now.
We got to get going. We got to get rolling.
Ray McLeod to return. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be
man.
Here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty.
Cool.
But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position.
Oh, shit.
Well.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. And then Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this
What the
fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
That ain't a fumble.
Fumbles, that's how you get in the...
That's not a fumble.
Coach's doghouse, the first
That's
one
not a
lost it.
fumble.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
That's not a fumble.
And the question was
his elbow's down
before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
No, it's not.
We're gonna shut you down.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The completion good.
Oh, he's going all the way! Come on, Eric Ebron, run! Touchdown!
Eric Ebron, his third touchdown now on the year.
That's how you get things kicked off. Let's do this.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is down to a field goal. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
5-3, their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
There you go.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen it up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Fields. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up.
Come on, D, we got to step up.
Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On 2nd down.
There we go. There we go.
Shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
All right, 3rd and long. 3rd and long. Let's do this.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
Dude, you got to stay with your guy.
Chicago. Allen Robinson.
Man, oh man, they are killing me. This quarterback is killing me.
As the Bears push further out in front.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because
that was terrible coverage.
Not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and his
we got to stop bleeding points, man.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Going top shelf for
You got him. You got him.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Bears are going to have it here at the own 15.
Gotta loft it deeper, dude.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one
underthrown.
That, but I would not
underthrown.
Back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now a first down throw, Fields. That's complete to Robinson. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a nice throw here, right side.
Unreal, dude. Oh, my God. Come on.
First down is this time they get an even 20. On first down, it's Fields. Pass complete to Bird out right here. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Throwing again is Fields. He's got this one complete.
Get that ball. Run that ball back. Run that ball back, baby. Yes. Exactly what we needed.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to...
Somebody cover somebody, man. Come on.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts.
It's like I'm playing Tom fucking Brady here.
To go in this first half. On first down, Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Got lucky there. Dude, I'm not doing that blitz again. That blitz kills me every time.
But we know they're going to continue to be bold.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline.
Get him.
He tackles pretty well, too.
Get him.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Fields on first down.
Oh my God.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. And they'll burn the time.
Stop letting him on the outside.
A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Santos' kick is up and through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it, and they do so right there.
Now a crease here as he's past the...
Wait a minute.
Up to midfield.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute! He's in! Touchdown! We've taken the lead with 1 second left in the half! What a run back by Ray McLeod! What a run back!
Kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Oh my God!
Teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone.
Let's go!
Boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The run you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Boom!
Boswell good with the extra point. That will take us to
Holy shit!
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half.
Wild indeed.
As we send you down to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the
Nice catch by Juju there on the edge. Good job.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Roethlisberger's throw complete there to Johnson.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down now, it's Harris. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. He takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone.
Stutter stepping, baby.
56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he fires one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, this is Harris.
Truck stick.
One tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They run again with Harris, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Boswell for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Cohen now to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
Nothing.
Coach, they didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Submarine, baby.
Get about 3 to the 21.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Tackle him. Perfect.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
No mistakes, man. We got this thing.
Punt as he gets this one away. Here's McLeod on the return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
Got it.
He will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Ah, shit.
Well, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up near the 44.
He was open for the longest time, and then as I saw him, I saw the guy creeping up then. No mistakes. Stuff him. Stuff him. Yes. What a game, though. Jesus Christ. Wow, what a short kick. Oh, he's going to run another one back! Ray! What are you doing? Ray McLeod with his second kickoff return in the game!
Special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time.
Oh, what do you...
That extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim
You missed the extra point. So now it's an 8-point game. It's still a one-score game.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Good Lord.
Here's Cohen now to return.
Shitty kickoff.
Position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
A lot of mistakes in this game, man. A lot of mistakes.
Offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last goal,
I mean, it looks like a run, but...
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means
Yep. It's play action. It's play action.
What they're looking for now is a little
Would you just get the sack, man?
the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Come on, TJ, get him.
That's what they're looking for here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. A give. This is Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Get him.
Eluding the pressure right.
Got him!
Get rid of it. He's taken down. Joe Schobert.
Hell yeah!
Drop in for a loss on the play. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? at about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
No mistakes.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16.
That's a mistake.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Roethlisberger.
Nice snag. Nice snag.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some...
I wish you'd stay in bounds, but that was a great run.
The 45-yard line.
90 yards.
Just got to stay in bounds. Great run, stay in bounds, though.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
All right, let's just burn clock.
So the Steelers with the football as we get...
Come on, Najee.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here.
Come on, Najee. There you go.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris.
Come on, 53. Block. God damn it.
And now with 1:52 to go,
Kendrick Green's got a block.
A timeout here defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Harris. Broke through some contacts, but unable to reach the 40. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got to put him back in the pocket looking for any help,
I don't like this.
Arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his
Where is
attention,
my freaking meter at?
You're in scramble drill, so everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the.
Oh, he hit the 56-yard field goal. That's the end of it. It's a 2-score game. Wow. I wasn't feeling good about that one.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the sideline for a miss because
That sealed it there.
as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. We will see here that he's done quite a bit, but the bottom line, I guess, partner, it hasn't been enough right now.
And let's face it, everyone wants to be in a spotlight, but when you're not winning, that's not quite as much fun, because that's the bottom line, especially if you're a quarterback. Did you lead your team to a victory? No matter how many passes you threw, completed, all of that, that's what he wants to get done.
So far, he does at least have some good highlights to take home with him. Gonna get this to Cohen. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before...
You've got to be shitting me that he caught that.
Fields throwing again. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Nice play, Mika.
Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Yeah, intercepted!
And that should do it. Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here.
What a game, guys. What a Monday night.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen.
What a Monday night football game, dude.
For a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
Just look at some of the player stats here. Only 10 completions for 185 yards. 2 TDs but 2 interceptions for Roethlisberger. Fields was doing damn good in the first half, at least. 20 of 27 for 262 yards. I couldn't stop him in the first half. Najee got over 100 yards. That's awesome. 6 yards a carry average. Their receivers were lighting me up. James Washington, 3 receptions for 46. But, hey, man, look at that. I mean, we're just dishing it out to all the different receivers on the Pittsburgh side of the ball. No one receiver is really, outstanding versus the others. So, yeah, that's Monday night, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Keep it tuned into the Black and Gold channel for even more coverage of Madden. And, yeah, we'll see you later.